The truth game is over and there is a whole lot of cleaning up to do after the mess Mina Sue made. Whew! Let's get into it. My name is Kwanai and this is my channel Kwanai Covers, where I cover various aspects of entertainment. I would love if you could like, comment and share the video so that I may do more videos like this. I hope you've been enjoying my reaction and review so far. The highlight of the previous episode, the truth game around the fire camp, really has everyone scattered. Everybody has to now come together to have conversations to clear the air and clarify feelings and all of that. So let's just go through each person's conversations. So right before the episode ended, Mina Sue wanted to speak to Subin, which rightfully so. There's a lot of misunderstanding happening between those two, so it made sense. However, Sung-hil at the same time came and was like, hey Mina, I want to talk with you. And she was so excited. She was like, oh, okay, I'll talk to you later, Subin. Oh, I'm ready. And then Sung is like, want a bear? She was too excited. It's a little embarrassing, especially for Subin. Mina and Sung-hil have their sit-down discussion. And Sung-hil is letting her know that, hey, I've always had an interest in you and Minji. That has never changed. I've remained the same. Letting her know that she still has a chance. So even though Minji seems set on Sung-hil, he's not set on Minji yet, which we kind of figured that, right? So Minnie's like, I thought, you know, with how Minji was so set on you, you were really also on the same page and I didn't want to muscle my way in there. And he says, I didn't take you to be this kind of person. My first impression of you that you'd be more headstrong. And she's like, no, not really. That's not really me. I'm a bit of a chicken. You know what? I think Sung-hil wants Mina to chase him. And Mina wants Sung-hil to chase her. So I'm not gonna lie, they're a little bit similar. As much as Mina Sue is coming off as inconsiderate of the others' feelings, you have to give it to her that she has been pretty much herself. It's just that herself is not necessarily the greatest in the social context of people and everybody else, but I like a girl who's honest to who she is, and so far I think she's being honest to her actual true feelings. This is why she's acting the way she does. The conversation with Mina and Sung-hil was pretty good. I'm like, okay, there's gonna be something here, right? There's something brewing, so it's not just Minji and Sung-hil, there's gonna be more to come. So I think they were kind of hinting at each other that we should meet at Paradise to get to know each other more. So who knows? Maybe the next Paradise matching is gonna be these two. So while Sung-hil is out there talking to Mina, poor Minji just there waiting. She's with Sung-hoon, she's talking to him, but you can see she's just, her mind is on Sung-hil and what the conversation is about. So she's just there waiting on him to come back. Yeah, Minji's got it real bad. Okay, another interesting conversation that was had is Subin and Hee-sun. So they're in the kitchen and he's like, are you cold? He gave her the jacket and she's like, oh, she's feeling good. She's getting his attention because after what Mina Sue did, you know, Subin is feeling away. He's embarrassed, he's bruised, he's probably rethinking, should I be even pursuing this girl? So he actually said to Hee-sun at this point, listen, I've had an interest in both of you, but really the person I really was most attracted to at first impression was Mina Sue, and I was just trying to focus on one person first. But after tonight and after going to Paradise to actually get to know her, I might be changing course, I might be changing my mind. So he's basically telling her, I'm ready to pursue you because I think I've seen enough of who Mina Sue is, where I want to get to know you more to see who you are. So he basically was attracted to Mina Sue just because of her looks really, and he got to know her personality, and it's like he's not necessarily enchanted by her personality. And at first he wasn't looking at Hee-sun first impression as much as Mina Sue, but he's getting to know her personality and he seems like he's liking her personality more. She's more similar to him, which is true. Mina Sue is very chaotic and wild. And if Mina Sue keeps up her antics, I don't know, I don't think she lost Subin just yet, but she's on the verge of losing him. So she's gotta make up her mind. So then finally, Minji got to speak with her man, Sung-hil, and they're there. And Minji, while she's trying to act like she's not bothered, you can tell by her face, she's one of those people who can't hide how she feels. And Sung-hil is just there like, and then she's like, you know, I was waiting on you and stuff. And he's like, really? He can't even understand why Minji likes him this much when he's not fully set on her either. And he's like, you keep getting under my skin in a good way. You know what? I'm done. My heart is done. And she's like smiling like she's happy. Because it's like he's saying, you're the only girl who really checks for me here. But I don't know. Does he really mean that? Because it's giving the impression that they're set. He's no longer trying to be interested in Mina Sue. But if Mina Sue pushes, I think he would falter. The next couple that had their little chat after the truth game was Mina and Sung-hoon. Again, these two together is really just always giving friend vibes. But something happened in this conversation where Sung-hoon was basically confirming with Mina that, hey, I also see you as a friend for now. Because she was saying, everyone keeps seeing us and thinking we're romantic, but it's not really that right now. And it's like she's not straight up saying they can never be romantic, but she's saying right now it's just friends. So I think Sung-hoon wanting to please or just to save his ego maybe was like, yeah, I also feel the same way. She was so excited to hear that. She's like, bro. I mean, I'm like, she's calling him bro. It's over. I feel he is in the friend zone. I don't think he's coming out. And he even said, okay, I know I said we're friends now, but I still there's a possibility. It's like he's still holding on to maybe we can become romantic. So it's not like I've given up on the romance, but for now I'll accept that I'm in the friend zone. That's what I get from that conversation. Next up, we have Hyunwoo and Go-hoon. You know that Go-hoon has a little interest in Hyunwoo because he's left-handed, and Hyunwoo is quite smitten. He acts so shy and cute around her. It's ridiculous. And I actually find Hyunwoo to be pretty cute. So I really want him to go to Paradise so I can get to know him more. And I think Go-hoon might actually pick him for her next Paradise trip because she seems very curious and I think she finds him cute too. But after Hyunwoo and Go-hoon are having a little conversation, here comes Sungmin as if he's acting like him and Go-hoon are already together. He's like, oh, so you have an interest in her. And I'm like, are you her father? So she can't talk to any man, you have to be up there. He's trying to make sure you remember that, hey, I am here. So any man you're trying to talk to, don't forget me. I am your number one pick. Wow, he is determined. And I did not expect this behavior from Sungmin because he gives off such a chill, sweet, calm, cute vibe. So the backbone I'm seeing from him, kind of like Subin, they both have unexpected backbones that contrary to the look that they have. I'm sure she's entertained. There's literally two guys fighting over her. And you know, as I said, I thought she would have guys fighting over her. Even though it came a little late, it is coming true. Because she's the typical type that they go for at the show. Like there's always a girl in every season that looks like a Go-hoon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking her personality. She's so composed. I don't know if it's an act, but she's coming up in my favorite amongst the girls. Now the conversation between Mina Sue and Subin. Okay, that's the most interesting conversation that happened after the truth game. So the conversation between Mina and Subin. Mina started off real good. She sounded a bit apologetic, like she was going in the right direction. I was like, okay, I hope they resolve the issue because I'm rooting for this couple, right? This is my couple. But after Mina was doing such a good job at explaining herself, Subin says, oh, you don't need to apologize. And then she took that as an opportunity to go off. She's like, you're right. I don't need to apologize. Actually, I'm mad. I'm pissed, actually. You went to Paradise with me and you're talking to this girl and you're sitting next to her and you're all over her. And like, what? Oh my gosh, I don't like it. It annoys me. I hate seeing you guys together. I don't think he expected all this energy from her. And I also didn't expect her to go off. She's acting like they're a couple, like she owns him, and she's being a hypocrite because she's complaining that he's getting to know someone else while she's literally trying to get to know everybody and their mothers, everybody and their fathers and their brothers. This is where she lost me. I'm like, girl, don't be a hypocrite. You cannot be mad that he's doing the same thing you're doing, and he's actually doing it in a more modest and demure way while you're all over the place. You're looking kind of crazy. Then Subin took the opportunity to be like, yeah, but that's what you're doing. And you are the same one who said you don't like when people flirt around. I'm not gonna lie, after the campfire game, you seem like you're doing the exact thing that you said you don't like, and I didn't like it. So Subin is speaking up for himself. I'm like, oh yes, Subin, you have a backbone. You're not gonna just take anything just because you're attracted to a girl. She's like, yeah, but I just don't like to see it. Okay, so she didn't acknowledge the problem that she had, but she's just trying to say, Don't do that in front of me. And then the conversation ended with Mina Sue saying, go ahead, I'll explore people, you explore people, and when you find out that you like me the best, you come back to me. I'm like, wow, conceited much. Why are you so confident that he's gonna pick you? As if you're saying, go ahead and play around with Heesun, as if you're not really interested in Heesun and you want me. Go and play around with Heesun and come back to me because you know this is what you want. That's basically what she's saying, and Subin's like, oh, watch this. Again, this is not exactly how they said it, but this is how I'm interpreting the conversation. I'm like, well, okay, so everyone has had their chats. It's the next day, and you know there's a table on the outside of their sleeping area that they normally come around to hang, I guess, to hear what's the next thing to do from production. So everybody's sitting there. Mina Sue's looking pretty and stuff, but like Subin is just ignoring her. He is in his feelings, and he is Mr. Petty today because as soon as Heesun came, she was still wearing his hoodie, and he's like, how's my hoodie? Oh my gosh, I think Heesun was a little embarrassed by the question because she didn't look flattered that he was calling out that she still had the hoodie. And I'm like, okay, Subin, it seems like you're doing this to get Mina Sue's attention, and if you're doing this to get her attention or to be petty or to get back at her, there are some feelings left. So this couple, I'm not sure this couple is over, but Subin is like, he's trying to pay back Mina Sue for the embarrassment he endured at the campfire game. Damn. So Subin is one of those petty people, huh? You do him wrong and he's gonna passively aggressively be petty towards you. Noted. So they're at the kitchen table, everyone's around the table. You can see that Mina Sue keeps looking at Subin and how he's treating Heesun. She is jealous, and I really think Subin is being a bit petty. He should just focus on Heesun genuinely and not just to get a reaction from Mina Sue, because he's still feeling like he's doing it out of pettiness. So he should just focus on the girl if he likes her that much. But I feel like Heesun is gonna eventually pick up on it if he continues down this road. Maybe he switches, so maybe he goes back to Mina Sue. We don't know. Some guys will go back to a girl if she is his type, even if she has a terrible personality, if she's hot enough. Small little cute moment happened in the kitchen. Hyun was trying to give water. He gave water to Go Hoon, but he was so shy and nervous to give it to her. He couldn't make eye contact, and he was like, he didn't know what to do with himself, and she's just smiling like she finds him so adorable. That's how bad he's crushing on her. Alright, so they're all at the beach having fun. Nothing much happened at the beach. I mean, there's a little interactions. You can see Minji's very aware of Mina Sue around her man because she knows her man still likes Mina, and she knows he's not set. But this is where new arrivals appear. We have Egon and Aehan coming in. Egon is a professional actor who is 33 years old, so he's probably the oldest, if not one of the oldest. Egon is very manly, and his introduction, he says he is like a moth to a flame. It seems like he's the type who likes toxic relationships. But I'm not gonna lie, he's good looking. He's probably the best looking, most manly looking one I've seen so far. I'm like, wow. This is a good game changer that they brought in. He might be able to make some waves. We have Aehan, who's 22 years old, and she's a model for a skincare brand. Wow. She must be one of the youngest, if not the youngest, and it shows. She looks very youthful. She has big, bright eyes and a bubbly personality. Okay, so both of the game changers got a chance to date everyone, and at the end they're supposed to pick 2 people to go to paradise with. The date with Yejin actually and Go Hoon ended up actually being the better dates. With Egon, to the point where I don't even need to mention the others. When it came to the couple pairing, he chose those 2 girls. So the date really reflected that those were the better choices. Aehan kept asking every guy who's the funniest and stuff, so she seems like she's out looking for a funny guy. Very specific of her. There's only 2 guys I think are funny, is Sunghoon and Jaejin. Surprise, surprise, she definitely finds Jaejin entertaining, and he's one of her pick. So her pick ended up being Jaejin and Sungmin, which it's like they always get picked to go to paradise. People always want to know more about these 2. Minji even joked that these two have a membership to paradise or something. Everybody's like, how do you do it? Teach me your ways. So we are at paradise, so the game changers get to date each person one at a time. So first date was Go-hoon and Egon, and I have to say, this date felt so natural. It just like the conversation was just flowing so, but you can feel a romantic underlying chemistry. Like there's an attraction. I think they're both attracted to each other. That's why. It's like there's actual physical attraction, so I can feel the physical attraction towards each other. They did say they're acquaintances, but I don't know how much that's influencing how they feel towards each other. Egon is not necessarily acting like, wow, oh my gosh, you're amazing to Go-hoon. He's more like, oh, you're pretty, and he's being a little reserved in the things he's saying. He's not doing too much, but at the same time, he's doing enough. I like their dynamic with each other. I'm like, oh, this is good. Out of all the dates I've seen Go-hoon on, this is the best thus far. And we go back to Inferno where they're in the girls' dorm, and Mina is in the bed saying, I'm kind of interested in getting to know somebody else. And then Minji's like, someone again? Like, you're so easily swayed. Like, what? She's like, well, Subin's all over Heesun, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, Subin, you're so cute. I'm gonna move on and go down the line. I'm Choi Mina Sue. Like she's saying, who do you think I am? And then apparently she's interested in Hyunwoo. Meet me in the next episode, and we'll talk more about this one. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.